And we're really excited to be here. Yeah. Come on, one more time, you guys excited? Yeah! How was it having MPOWER here? Epic? What did you like most about it?
We got to dance. Everything.
Yeah, have a lot of fun.
Everything. It was the most amazing day I've had in so long.
What was so epic about it?
Everything. We got to do rapping, we got to do dancing, we got to do break dancing like little ninjas.
It was the best workshop I've ever had.
Coming back to the breath is one of the biggest things we can do to control our anger and control our emotions.
Enjoying meditation, which was very calming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Breathe deep. Allow yourself to calm down.
It was just relaxed, really. It was chill. You just have fun, be yourself. Didn't have to worry about being judged or anything.
It came from a place of heart, so you telling your stories about your journeys.
Hip-hop, for example, changed my life. I grew up on the streets when I was younger. I grew up a bit harder.
It gave us that chance that we could break down those walls and we can all be vulnerable and honest with each other.
And when I started to get into hip-hop at 17, I was like, right, I've found something in my life that I really love. And since then, you know, I've traveled the world, I've done music around the world, I've made films around the world because I found a passion.
Mark speaking about what he went through and how he was in a bad way and now he's doing this. It's inspiring.
And I'm going to show you how much mental health affects each and every single one of us in this room. None of us go unscathed through life without dealing with hardships and trauma. Take a step forward. If anybody in this room has ever had to deal with anxiety, take a step forward. If you've ever had to deal with depression. Depression. If you've ever been picked on. If you've ever had someone beat up on you or hurt you, or you've had it, or something like that has happened to you.
It's a good feeling to know you're not alone in things. Just it showed a lot today with some of the things we did that you're not alone. Like there's so many people in there that you don't realise what they're going through. People have hurt you and you've had to deal with things that really make you sad. Okay, now take a look around the people in this room. Guys, I want you to take a look around this room. Everybody has been through trauma and hardships. This is every single person in this room that have been through something that sees some hardships. The thing is, most of the time in our world, we're not given the chance, the opportunity to start to learn how to navigate this, our minds. But what we want to teach you is how to navigate through this terrain.
I've never seen this much engagement, to be honest with you, with this level of engagement with that amount of kids.
So we've got a couple of kids there that the teachers were a bit sceptical. They didn't know if you'd be able to engage them and get them talking about their feelings, get talking about the emotions and involved in it. Everybody was absolutely engaged and involved in it, and they had a fantastic time.
And how important do you think is to learn all these skills you learned today?
Very important. It teaches you stuff outside of school as well, like when you grow up.
We focus on bookwork.
It seems like a lot of the time the curriculum's sort of based on
maths, English, science.
But not living. I think mental health is a big part of living.
We don't see much in mental health come through at all. That's why when I happened to be in the office the other day and got the phone call, I thought this would be fantastic for our children, as we have quite a few that are foster children and family life is not that great for them. So we just thought it would, as you say, empower them.
It's been an opportunity to send some important messages, but through a fun way. The students tend to connect and remember. They'll remember this day probably forever.
I think the level of empowerment that it offers the kids to engage with is something that they don't really have a lot of opportunity to have that mode of self-expression. And I think it would be a fantastic thing for every child to be exposed to be honest.
I just highly recommend it. I'd bring it into any school. It's worthwhile.
Thanks for coming. I thought it was fantastic, and yeah, I'd definitely be recommending it to other schools I go to.
Yeah, it should be integrated in everything that is done in education. There's not enough of this at all, so it's great to see you guys out.
Yeah, encourage programs like this for all schools.
From your biggest metropolitan school to your smallest rural community school.
I'm feeling very fortunate that we were lucky enough to be one of the schools that got to utilise your whole team, so thank you very much.
Yeah, I reckon it is really important for kids to learn about this stuff and talk about mental health, because I reckon a lot of people need it.
Because it showed us a lot more than we thought. Yeah, and there's a lot of kids that I feel like would benefit from it. Yeah.
I would love to have you back as many times as possible. If you want to come tomorrow, come back again. We'd love to have you again.
Yeah, I think this program should be across Australia. I think even in other countries too. Like, you know, it should be shared everywhere.